Old Buckingham Airfield, once home to the 453rd Bomber Group and Hollywood star and Major General James Stewart, and now home to Aerial Advantage. So today's quite interesting. First of all, because it's our first video for Aerial Advantage and the first time I get to go up in a Super Decathlon and do some aerobatics. Not really looking forward to that. So here we are then. This is where the magic happens, the hangar for Aerial Advantage. I'm going to introduce you to someone now very important within the company, or he thinks he's very important. A good friend of mine, Carl. Carl, where are you?
Hi there.
Shouldn't have said that, it's going to fire me now. Sorry mate,
How
you're
you
busy
doing?
there, how you doing?
Good.
So no introductions needed. I'm going to let the man himself speak. So Carl, tell us a bit about yourself.
Right, okay, well I'm Karl Higbee, I'm the Director of Operations at Aerial Advantage, and we operate a company based in Old Buckingham Airfield, and we sell American Champion aircraft overseas from Wisconsin over to the UK, Europe and the Middle East.
Okay, fantastic. We're the only company to sell aircraft.
We are the only official dealer of American Champion aircraft.
Only official dealer to sell?
In this area.
Okay, fantastic. So how long have you been flying the aircraft itself, the Decathlon?
So this Decathlon here, I've been flying it for about 2 years. We got it from Goodwood, and it's a fantastic piece of machinery. It's a little bit older, it's about 20 years old, but it's our demonstration model.
Okay.
And the ones that we get shipped over from the factory, they've got a lot of modern equipment that this one doesn't have, but it's still a fantastic aircraft.
Brilliant. And can you tell us something about the aircraft, the engine, the specifications on the aircraft itself?
Yeah, so we've got a Lycoming in here. It's got 180 horsepower.
Okay.
And the aircraft is fully aerobatic. It's got an inverted fuel system, which allows it to fly upside down for over 2 minutes.
Okay.
And it also can fly +6 and -4G. So you can do a lot of different twirls and spins and things with it.
Right, okay. And what about long distance? Is it comfortable inside for long distance flights?
Absolutely.
Or?
Yeah, it's got basically the aircraft can fly for about sort of 4 to 5 hours, and it has a cruise speed of about 140 mile an hour.
Fantastic. Well, I know Cole's very busy today, but we do have a bit of a surprise, which I mentioned earlier on. Today you're going to be taking me for my very first aerobatic flight, right?
Yes, indeed.
And it is literally my very first aerobatic flight. What kind of things are we going to be doing in the aircraft today?
Okay, so I'm going to kind of instruct you of how the aircraft is sort of handled as we go through the taxiing process, start up, take off. And once we get in the air, we're going to do a few gentle turns just to get you the feel of the aircraft. Then I'm going to take control. We're going to do some loops, we're going to do some rolls, tail stalls, and a few other little twists and turns I think I might throw in the mix.
Fantastic. But overall, Cole, you're not going to make me sick, right? Carl.
Okay, so I'm going to show you around the cockpit a little bit here. Now we're inside the aircraft. Here's the switch panel up the top, master switch, ignition, there's your lights and your fuses. Then down here, we've got ourselves a Garmin GPS with a TRIG radio, a TRIG transponder. Over here we have our intercom, and there is a vertical speed indicator, the altimeter, turn coordinator, and the RPM. Airspeed's up the top. There is no attitude indicator for this aircraft. We have a compass. There's the G meter. We've been doing 3.5 Gs and -1.5 amps. And there's oil pressure, oil temperature, and then our manifold pressure and fuel pressure over the side. We have a digital fuel gauge in this, even though it has manual fuel gauges at the top here. As for controls, there's our central stick, and we've got a CSU prop mixture. There's your starter button and the emergency fuel pump. Over here we've got the throttle and we've got alternate air, and the trim is just down here. Rudder pedals, plenty of room on the floor here. And there's the view out of the front of the cockpit. Fantastic. The Super Decathlon is built by American Champion Aircraft based in Wisconsin. It's fully aerobatic and great for touring, with a cruise speed of 140 miles an hour. American Champion aircraft build two other types of aircraft, the Citabria and Scout. These are a modern take on a classic-style tailwheel aircraft with the latest in Garmin avionics, including a G3X touchscreen EFIS panel as standard and a G5 backup. Aerial Advantage are the official dealer for the UK and Europe, and you can order through us. These aircraft can be manufactured tailored to your specifications and delivered to your local airfield inside of 3 to 4 months. Let's do some flying. Right, half throttle open, mixture on, master on, check, check, check. To master. So hot, that's in, easy on it. 2, 3, 4, off, mixture lead, crack open. Can you keep the stick back for me?
I can't hear you very well.
Keep the stick back for me.
Stick back, yeah.
Okay, good. Clear front! Traffic, Golf Tango Papa Sierra Yankee, taxiing for runway 07 takeoff. Okay, it's pretty cold, so I'm going to duck that. You want to help me with that?
I would do if I can move. There we are.
There we go. Okay, you're in nice and tight, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Brakes off. And you can release the stick now.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so we're just taxiing down to the runway. We'll do a run-up check shortly.
Here we go, then we're taxiing for our start-up checks. Like we said earlier on, this is my first ever aero, our first ever flight in the decathlon. Let's hope that Captain is feeling good today.
Good afternoon. Golf Scout Yankee taxiing for the whole 07 grass for departure.
Okay, now I'm out of the way of the other aircraft. And yeah, power down a little bit. And we're just going to point the aircraft into wind. Golf Tango Papa Sierra Yankee is number 2 following Alpha Yankee. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a rolling run up, okay? Checking both mags, checking alternate air. It's all good. And I'll do a prop check when we get to the end.
207 cross.
Slow running, good.
So there's something different you can do then. You can do your start-up checks, or your run-up checks, sorry, on the move rather than static.
Yeah, providing it's safe to do so. So Alpha Yankee is going to take the grass runway. We're going to go on the tarmac.
07 grass.
Golf Tango Papa Sierra Yankee is taxiing Alpha, runway 07. As we go over the concrete here, just going to lower the throttle so we don't pick up any loose tippings.
Golf Whiskey Alpha, taxi 07.
Set the transponder to ground. To 7,000. Checking our engine temp, we're good. Fuel flow. And make sure we got enough in the tank.
You said we're probably going to be going out south of the airfield to which height today?
Probably about 3,000 feet. But it's going to be a reasonably quick flight.
Quick and gentle.
Quick and gentle. Okay. Just going to move this way a little bit. And the great thing about this aircraft is it just pivots on the spot.
Yep.
So I'm going to hold just here. I'm going to do a quick run up.
And these are toe brakes as well?
No, they're toe brakes, and it's just a quick check on the CSQ. Yep, we're good to go. Nothing in sight. Okay, we're clear to take off. I'm just going to lower the throttle down a little bit here. 1200 RPM. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move this cable out a little bit so I don't get it caught. There we go. Right. Oh, Buckingham traffic, Golf Tango, Papa Sierra Yankee, lining up runway 07 for departure.
No air traffic. Off 28 Golf Charlie Delta Charlie Echo. Runway 07.
That's the captain.
Okay, so nothing seen, nothing heard. I can't see anything coming.
Yeah, all clear.
And this thing will take off like a rocket. So, all set to go. Controls free of movement. And line up on the centre. There we go. And off we go.
We go.
Bring that top back a little bit.
Golf Whiskey Alpha line in at runway 07.
How you feeling back there?
Well, I'd be lying if I told you I was relaxed. Happy.
Good.
Right now, the aircraft is climbing at 1,100 foot per minute and at 90 mile an hour. It's following a left-hand circuit and will level off at 1,000 feet. When level, the throttle and prop will be adjusted to a cruise speed, accelerating to 140 mile per hour.
Golf Whiskey Alpha rolling runway 07.
We will continue to climb in the cruise to a height safe enough to perform aerobatics in a suitable location south of the airfield.
Okay, so we're going to turn to the left here.
Okay.
Golf Charlie, lining up runway 07.
And we're going to bring our power back to 2.4. And our prop back to 2.4.
If you look closely, I'm using my phone as a GPS. Compared to when driving, it's perfectly legal to use a mobile device while operating an aircraft. I keep referring to it as there are some military restrictions in the area and we want to avoid flying into their temporary controlled airspace.
There is someone on the radio, but not today, unfortunately. Golf Tango Papa Sierra Yankee, downwind, runway 07. Golf Tango Yankee,
Currently, the cloud base above us is at 3,000 foot. 2,500 feet is a reasonable height to perform aerobatics safely, but I want more headroom if we're going to perform loops and stall turns because we may fly into cloud. Therefore, I'm searching for a gap in the cloud big enough for us to have a safe space to perform manoeuvres. If the aircraft stalls or spins during a manoeuvre, I want to make sure that we have plenty of height to recover and not worry about our VIP in the back.
Outside of the airfield, which is good news. Yeah, the Decathlon is really kind of nimble on the controls. I'm actually just using the lightest of movements. Some windmills ahead of us, which we're going to head over to there, and we'll do some manoeuvres over that side, okay? Okay. Right, if you want to handle the stick for a minute, and you have control. Okay, I have control.
Sam has the controls here. As it's his first time flying from the back seat, he'll be looking over my shoulder to see the instruments and familiarising himself with the control sensitivity, as well as looking out the window to maintain straight and level flight.
First time flying from the back seat as well. How's the view from the back? Oh, it's lovely. Well, when you think you'll be getting there, no sir. Not too bad. Go and do a 20-degree bank to the right for me. To the right? Yeah. Nice balance control there. And then a 20-degree bank to the left. To the left, okay, bank it. Good job. Okay, straighten up for me.
Yeah, straighten up.
Yeah, we got enough right there, that's great. Oh, Buckingham traffic, oh, Buckingham traffic, Golf Tango, Papa Sierra Yankee is performing aeros. 5.5 south of the airfield. Oh, we've got another aircraft in front of us at the moment.
Scale for the final runway 07.
Yeah, not seen at the moment.
Just up there. I have control.
You've got control.
Right. I'm going to throw this phone away, so I'll pass you that now I know where I am.
Yeah, it's fine. It's no problem.
Make sure it's nice and tight.
That's strong changing frequency to rumble on 12.
Now we're going to climb up to about 3,000 feet.
We're still looking for a gap in the clouds, and I've just spotted a nice one ahead. We're about 10 miles southeast of the airfield now, and away from my usual area I fly aeros. In a moment, I'll be checking my GPS to make sure that the commercial airspace is not just above us.
Ceiling height, yeah. Can you pass my phone again? I just want to double check.
Looks about 3.5, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or just above us.
I've got a better idea. Yep, okay. So there's a nice spot over here. Two and a half is okay. So we've got an aircraft over there. I'm going to just turn to the left here. See where this one's going. So a nice little bank, 30 degrees to the right.
Golf Whiskey Alpha, runway vacated.
How are you feeling?
Nervous.
Seem to have lost that aircraft. Not sure where he's gone. Do you see him?
Not this time.
Okay, so we're at 3,000 feet. Good news. Okay, so now we're going to do some manoeuvres.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we're going to do a roll to the left and then a roll to the right, okay?
Yep.
Good. Pop that forward. Here comes the fuel. Nothing seen, nothing heard. There we go. Check.
Oh my god!
Okay, that's the first one.
Radio.
Check. There's the second one.
Oh wow.
Does it go up? I feel the other aircraft in sight. He's miles away, so that's great news. So we're going quite fast now. I'm just going to head towards this bit here, and then we're going to go and do a loop in this little hole here, which is fantastic.
Yep.
And 3, 2, 1. another loop. Ready?
Yep.
Okay, follow me through on the controls at least then.
Yeah, okay.
I'll come back and do one more, okay?
Get my arse back in the seat, yeah.
Right, so, you got a handle the controls?
I have, yep.
Okay, keep them loose, keep your feet on the rudder pedals.
Okay, feet on the rudder pedals.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, okay, so, we're going to go up, we'll do a roll. Up, check, turn. Feet up, and then we go up. I think you can feel it a little bit more in the back seat than I can at the front.
That was brilliant, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so now all you got to do is find the airfield. I'm going to bring the top back 24. 24.
Oh, yeah, I'll find it out.
phone again if that's alright. Should be heading directly for it. That's good news.
Cockpit Alpha rolling runway 07.
For passengers experiencing aerobatics for the first time, there are a few things to consider: how comfortable they are, their enjoyment, and whether it's making them nauseous. The first two are easy to manage, but the third can be tricky. People may have no issues with motion sickness like Sam, but you may have noticed Sam looking like he's holding his breath through some of the maneuvers. Sam was briefed to tense his stomach muscles during the loops and rolls. This helps him keep everything in place. When you're 3.5 times your body weight, your insides feel like they're being squeezed, so this helps keep your lunge down. Also, performing broken aerobatics and advising your passenger what you're going to do next prepares them rather than going for a full air display. This keeps your passenger happy and relaxed.
Right, I got Snetterton race course, which is good news.
Yep.
Just making sure the
Alpha
it's all good.
you're on real platform.
Buckingham traffic, Golf Tango Papa Sierra Yankee approaching from the south, 3 miles to run for 07.
Get to laugh at all my faces later.
Right, I'm just going to slow this aircraft down a little bit. The trick with the CSUs is they're not like normal SCPs where you can just close the throttle and then the plane immediately slows down.
Yeah.
This thing has to kind of bleed off the speed.
Okay.
Just keep your engine management correct. About 120 mile an hour now.
120.
Yeah. We were doing about 150 earlier.
Right now, the aircraft is reducing speed from 140 mile an hour to 90 mile an hour.
Right, let's do some height.
On a fixed propeller aircraft that travels at a cruise of around 100 to 120 mile an hour, the deceleration to 90 is reasonably quick with a slow reduction of power to the throttle. But if the aircraft has a variable pitch prop where the blade of the propeller changes its angle, if you close the throttle too quickly at high speed, the airflow over the blades will push the propeller around faster than the engine can turn them. This can cause long-term damage to your engine. So planning ahead when flying this aircraft has to be done well in advance to make sure when coming into land, you are where you need to be at the right speed. We're currently at 2,000 foot travelling close to 130 mile an hour. We want to be doing 90 mile an hour over Snetterton Racecourse at 1,000 foot in preparation for landing on runway 07.
So if you can, you've got time there, can you just explain what you're doing there, engine management wise?
Yeah, I'm just basically making sure that the RPM is out of the red and slowing the aircraft down, ascending slowly in a cruise descent, just so that we don't sort of waste any fuel. And I've got the alternate air on at the moment, so low revs. Oh, Buckingham traffic, Golf Tango Papa Sierra Yankee is overhead Snetterton for runway 07 to land.
It's up quite well, isn't she, with the yellow fields around her? So would you, as it's quite quiet, would you choose to go straight on 07 or?
Yeah, you can go straight in.
Flying into Old Buckingham is pretty straightforward, but there are areas of noise abatement, places where you should avoid flying over. You can see the pig farms out the right side of the window. We must respect the animals and not startle them with a noisy aeroplane. For a pilot, landing is one of the most rewarding yet taxing elements of flying. Every pilot wants to achieve the perfect landing, but no two landings are ever the same. With variable factors like wind direction, temperature, load of the aircraft and runway condition, the pilot must feel what the aircraft is doing whilst looking out the window and keeping an eye on the instruments, like the airspeed and the rate of descent.
Tango Papa Sierra Yankee, final to land, runway 07, Old Buckingham. You got the airfield?
I have, sir, yes.
Jolly good. Okay, so now I'm just going to slow the throttle down a little bit and do our checks, brakes off, undercarriage down, mixture rich, pitch fine, fuel on, fuel sufficient, instrument stick, and hatches and harnesses, well we're definitely strapped in, aren't we? See? And I've got alternate air on at the moment, so definitely come down a little bit more now. Buckingham traffic, Golf Bravo, Bravo 7, Bravo 07 to land.
What speed you're looking for here?
About 70. There's a bit of a noise abatement here, but we're on low rev, so it's okay. And all I need to do now, push the prop in, sorry. Wind's light and variable.
We're currently on a straight-in approach to runway 07, descending at 400 to 500 feet per minute at 70 miles an hour. You would have heard the pre-landing checks just now. This is to make sure the aircraft is completely set up for the approach, and all we've got to worry about is keeping the aircraft in a straight line and at the correct speed. If I mess up the approach, the Decathlon will be ready to throttle up and go around for another try. If you're a budding pilot, there's no shame in going around. It may be one of the best decisions you ever make, plus it will give you some extra flying time.
07 is slightly upslope.
Coming closer to the ground in the Decathlon feels faster than a Cessna or a Piper aircraft, because it doesn't have flaps on the wings that slow the plane and create more lift. The Decathlon's design is extremely forgiving, with a low stall speed, and it feels like it could land itself. We need to be going as slow as possible, but like most aircraft, avoid a stall at 100 foot, or your final approach will be very final.
Watch out for the rabbits!
Nearly got one.
And then we can take off.
Lovely, Captain Higbee.
Very much.
Lovely flying. I feel like my head's going to explode, but lovely flying.
Didn't even need to use the rest of the runway. Old Buckingham traffic, Golf Tango Papa Sierra Yankee has vacated runway, heading to the hangar.
Well, that's definitely an experience I'll never forget.
Buckingham traffic, Golf Bravo, Golf Papa Bravo, 1 kilometre. You want the good news is that there's no fuel today, so we can take it straight back to the hangar. The good news is, everyone, is that I have not placed my breakfast onto the floor of this aircraft or onto the back of Captain Higbee, which I'm very grateful. And however funny it may be, oh, congratulations on passing your first aero experience. Indeed, I am no longer an aero virgin. I'll tell you later whether I enjoyed it. Right, just going to check the mags. Good, these are all good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So all we need to do is close the throttle a little bit.
Amazing.
Good job.
Thank you very much, sir. Cheers. Okay, so we're back in the hangar now.
How did you find it?
Well, it was really enjoyable, but it's mad when the stress is on your body when you're doing aeros, because you're not used to it. It takes you a while to get used to it. And obviously having a PPL, myself spending, like you said, 45 hours trying to fly straight and level, it's so wrong. it shouldn't be right, if you know what I mean. But the aircraft itself is, like I said, is so smooth when it's flying at high speed as well. It's just got great manoeuvrability. But yeah, it was fantastic. It was a good. Well, it wasn't a good experience. It was a brilliant experience.
Well, that's the main thing. As long as it was fun, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I mean, in particular, for the different manoeuvres that we're doing, the rolls, the loops, the stalls, which ones were you sort of your favourite?
The rolls. If going through what we did, the rolls themselves actually weren't too bad. I quite enjoyed the rolls. When you did the loop, that was just. I don't know. It was a little bit mind-blowing, really, because you don't. Again, when you haven't experienced it, especially being a pilot, it's very, very strange. But the one that I suppose I can sit back and say I enjoyed now was the inverted flight, because we were inverted for quite a while.
I like to leave it hanging there just for a bit.
And I was Spider-Man on top of the roof here. So yeah, it was just great fun. It's something that definitely you would have to get used to, but yeah, looking forward to do it again. So.
Well, I'll let you on a little secret. When I first started doing aeros, I was sick to my stomach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm a terrible passenger.
Oh, God.
So I could only do about sort of 15, 20 minutes at a time, and then I sort of built up a resilience.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's gotten better and better, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it because I've always wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I just want to get sort of more advanced at the moment, because basic aerobatics are fine, the loop, the roll, stall turn, inverted flight, barrel rolls, slow turns, slow rolls and things like that. I want to do things like Cubans, half Cubans, and the more sort of aggressive stuff, which you can do in this aircraft.
Yeah.
Say it's a nice little hybrid, because, like you said, whilst it's flying fast and sort of in the cruise, it's quite leisurely, isn't it? There's lots of leg room. It's quite comfortable to sit in.
Yeah.
Even when you're fully strapped in, you still feel very comfortable in it.
It's the comfort inside the aircraft itself, and like you said, the room. There's so much room back here as well, and it is comfortable. It doesn't matter which leg position you have, whether you've got your feet resting on the pedals or not. It is really comfortable, and there is a lot of room in the back here. But like I said, it is comfortable even with the straps as well. The special harnesses that we've got, they work well, and they do strap you in. They do hold you tight. But yeah, the interviewer becomes the interviewee. Doesn't know what to say. But no, that's fantastic. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I really enjoyed it.
Well, we're going to keep making you go up, so
yeah,
keep sending you up there. And the next trip will be with Tony.
Yeah.
He'll be teaching you how to fly this. We'll get a conversion on it.
Yeah.
So
Tony Richards being our chief pilot.
Yeah.
That you haven't seen today. He's been very busy today, but yeah, looking forward to that. But yeah, once again, thank you very much. And for anyone else that wants more information into the company, then you can go onto our website. We've got Twitter, we've got Instagram, we've got Facebook. We'll carry on with the videos, and hopefully we'll get one of us throwing up at some point. But from myself, Sam, and from Captain Higbee himself, thank you very much for watching, and we hope you have a good rest of your day.